I just want to shout out to Elijah, the designer of this knife. And I want to, I don't know the gentleman. I've never met him, never shook his hand. But it takes significant courage. It takes significant balls to be your dreams, right? To imagine something and bring it to life, to give it birth. It takes significant risk to do something different than every other knife out there. Like, for example, like a bailout, right? It takes significant courage to not to be a circle around everyone else is a circle, not to be a box around everyone else is a box, okay? To think outside of the box. And I just want to take this moment to really appreciate the gentleman that designed this knife, and I'm sure I butchered his name, Elijah Isham, I'm sorry. Okay, but I really want to take out this time to really thank him, because this is what it means to be an entrepreneur. Is to be your dreams. Is to think outside of the box. It's not to be like everyone else. It's to take a risk, right? We live in this great country like America, but so many of us are so scared to take a risk. We just want to do what is the safest thing to do. And what makes America great is for people willing to take a risk, people to think outside of the box. And I just want to take this moment to thank the gentleman that designed this knife. And I wish him the very, very best, because he's a true entrepreneur. He's a true artist, because art, creating, closing your eyes, using imagination, creativity is so much more powerful than money, right? It's so much more powerful than money. And I want to shout out to Lee for taking the risk to make this knife for us, for the knife community. And I wish they would come back with the original, the Eschaton, if I'm not pronouncing it incorrectly, and making more of those, because I really wanted that knife, but they're all sold out. So I was able to buy this smaller knife, but I like big knives. So hopefully they'll come back with that knife very, very soon. But just a quick review of this knife. This is a gorgeous knife. This is not just a art piece. This is an actual everyday carry piece. I've been carrying it for a few days now, and I'm totally in love with it. Sure, there's improvements that can be done to this knife to make it more comfortable in the hand, but just like anything in life, first, I remember when I first got my very first laptop back in 1999, guys, I had to spend $2,500 for a laptop. Today, my iPhone runs circles around my original laptop, and it costs half that price. So everything in life requires improvement, okay? So that doesn't mean that the item is bad. It's just you start, I always say, start where you stand, right? So I appreciate Lee and Elijah starting where they stand and making this beautiful knife. I really want to thank the designer for, again, taking such a big risk, bringing his heart, because you dream something amazing, and then you're scared to bring it into the market. You don't know how people are going to treat it, because we're all used to these little knives that all look the same, right? Maybe a little color difference, but this, the blades all look the same. Like everything's the same. Like look how plain James these knives are. Even though they're a beautiful knife, and I'm not dissing on Benchmade, but they're all looking the same, right? To go out and create something through your imagination, through your senses of creativity, and bring it to the market and allow the people to buy it is pretty amazing. And I just want to, that's the most powerful thing a human being can do. The most powerful thing someone can do is to be their dream. The most powerful thing someone can do is to create out of their imagination. The most powerful thing a person can do is to give birth to their dreams. And I believe that this man, Elijah, has done that. And I just want to take out the time to thank him, even though I don't know him at all. I've never even met the man, right? I just bought his knife, and I was so impressed by it that I want to do a video thanking the man. Like literally thanking him, saying, look, dude, I really appreciate you being your dreams. Because you being your dreams allows me to enjoy your art. And it's amazing because, I have thousands of dollars in knives, but man, none of them look as beautiful as this one, right? And it's very nicely functional. It's not like crappy crap. You got M390, you got titanium, you got, ceramic bearings. You have a beautiful knife that's made out of good quality, right? And I just want to thank him for being his dreams, because, it encourages me It encourages all my students at my real estate dojo to be their dreams. Because, if you want to be your dreams, there's risks involved. There's going to be a lot of people telling you, no, don't do this. This is crazy. No one's going to buy this. This is ugly. This is too crazy. This is too futuristic. This. There's going to be millions of people going to rally up against you, telling you why you shouldn't be your dreams. And it takes significant courage to be your dreams. And I recognize this in the man. So I want to take this video and thank Elijah for being his dreams and continue making these futuristic knives because they're amazing. They're like piece of art, right? And the only thing I would add to it is try to make it, for everyday use, right? So when you make these beautiful dreams, try to make it for everyday use. And I think you nailed it on this one. Can it use a little bit more improvement? Absolutely. We all need improvement. I improve more and more every year. I make more mistakes than I'm right, but that gives me room for improvement, right? So we can all sit down and say, oh, this has to be improved. That's correct. Everything can be improved. Okay. One thing that, we don't realize is that we're not perfect, right? And it takes significant courage and balls and, capital and, humanity to create your dreams and bring it to the world, right? And let the world say yay or nay on it. It takes a lot of us that don't never create anything. A lot of us that only have jobs. We don't understand what I'm saying. But if you've ever been an entrepreneur and you risk your life energy, you risk your capital, you risk your fears, your cries into a project and bring it to life to the market, allowing the market to decide. Man, it takes significant work and courage, and I recognize that in the man, right? And I want to take this video and tell him thank you, Elijah, for making this knife. Now let me put the disclaimer out there. I bought this knife with my own money. I never met the designer. I didn't get this as a loaner from We. I bought it with my own cash. I'm giving you a no fluff review, and this is from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Elijah. Your actions allow me and my students and anyone else that's open-minded to realize that it's beautiful to create. It's beautiful to be different. It's beautiful to take risks. It's beautiful to do what everyone is not doing. There's beauty in that, okay? And with beauty comes power, comes motivation, because when I see your beauty, I see that you're succeeding in making this amazing knife. It gives me power to be my dreams. And that's why I do what I do on my channel, to encourage other entrepreneurs to be their dreams. It doesn't matter if you're a real estate investor, if you're a knife maker, if you're a knife designer, if you own a moving company, if you own a restaurant, it doesn't matter. It is beautiful to do something different. I know it's risky, but with risk comes reward. So I want to take this time one more time to thank Elijah, thank We for going and thinking outside the box and bringing something that's truly beautiful to the market. Much love.